Deep within the dense mountain forests, ancient trees that have stood for hundreds of years rise majestically, providing an ideal shelter for honeybees. Here they build their hives in tree hollows or on high branches, thriving in the wild natural environment. Thanks to the rich diversity of forest flowers, the bees have an abundant food source, allowing them to produce pure, sweet honey infused with the unique flavors of the wilderness. The beehives are densely built on high branches, firmly attached to tree trunks and hidden among the thick foliage. Each hive contains thousands of hardworking bees producing sweet, fragrant honey. Harvesting honey from these hives is not an easy task. It requires skill and experience from the workers. Typically, at least 2 to 3 people take turns performing the job, with one climbing up to collect the honey while others assist from below. As they approach the beehive, the harvester must skillfully use their hands or smoke to drive away the bees without agitating them. Gradually, layers of bees disperse, revealing the glistening honeycomb with its brilliant golden hue, reflecting the sunlight. Inside, pure honey slowly drips, releasing a sweet, fragrant aroma characteristic of wildflowers. This is a crucial moment that requires precision and experience to harvest the honey without damaging the structure of the hive. The tools used for honey harvesting are sturdy baskets securely tied with ropes. After each piece of honeycomb filled with honey is carefully cut, it is placed in the basket and slowly lowered to the ground using the rope. Bee hunting is a rather dangerous activity that requires the harvester to have courage and special skills. They must climb trees that are tens of meters high, overcoming the danger posed by aggressive bee colonies to approach and harvest the honey. Each climb is a great challenge, as they not only face the height, but also have to be careful to avoid being attacked by the bees. During each honey season, beekeepers spend time observing and studying how the bee colonies live, how they build their hives, and how honey is produced from specific wildflowers. They must know the best time to harvest, when the honey is ripe, and when the beeswax is firm enough. Experienced beekeepers can always recognize the signs of a healthy hive and never disturb weak or diseased colonies. This not only helps protect the health of the bees, but also preserves the natural environment. after being harvested, the honey is brought back home, where the locals carefully filter out impurities and package it for the market. Each jar of honey is not only the result of hard work, but also a symbol of the bond between humans and nature. Forest honey is a precious gift from nature, carrying the pure flavors of wildflowers, and is a well-deserved reward for the courage and patience of the beekeepers. The process of honey harvesting is not just about collecting the honey, but also involves protecting the bee colony. The beekeeper usually only takes a portion of the honey to ensure that the bees have enough to sustain themselves through the winter or during times when the flowers are scarce. This helps maintain the sustainable growth of the bee colony, protects the ecosystem, and ensures a long-term supply of honey. Although the process of honey harvesting may seem simple in theory, it is quite complex and requires great attention to detail. From preparation and harvesting to the protection of the bee colony, all of these steps are essential in creating delicious and nutritious honey, providing value not only in terms of material wealth, but also in terms of health benefits for people. Finally, after being harvested, the honey is brought back home, where the locals carefully filter out impurities and package it for the market. Each jar of honey is not only the result of hard work, but also a symbol of the bond between humans and nature. Forest honey is a precious gift from nature, carrying the pure flavors of wildflowers, and is a well-deserved reward for the courage and patience of the beekeepers.